So by now, most of you know that the current Spider-Man suit that we're going to be getting in Homecoming, that of course made its first appearance in Civil War and will be in Avengers Infinity War, is a throwback to the old Ditko look, but not only that, it's also very different from what we've gotten before in the Sam Raimi or the Mark Webb series. That is potentially up until today. This comes from Supergirl Movies on Twitter, and I do not believe by looking at their website and their Twitter feed that they sourced who sent them these, and maybe they're trying to protect their sources, but they are saying that they have the first look at the brand new Avengers Infinity War suit. Now I'm going to go into this and tell you guys my thoughts on it and what I think of it and how valid I think it is. So first off, starting right off at the bottom, we can tell that it has that look that the Civil War suit and Homecoming suit has, with the rubber going all the way up to the shoulders. Now that within itself, I honestly think is pretty good. I like the look of it, I like the texture, it looks a little bit darker. Now there's a lot that I want to question about this suit that I am going to question in this video, and this is specifically going to kind of just talk about my thoughts and what I'm seeing in it that doesn't exactly match up to what Marvel has said. So first and foremost, if we look at the actual patterning of the suit, this is one of the most important things of any live action Spider-Man suit we've gotten, and that's the particular texturing we see that is on the red. This is usually a diamond or a sort of square / rectangular shape to give it a different feel for the muscle and the shading to give it a certain amount of depth. Now, as many of you guys know that follow me on social media, I currently own 5 Spider-Man suits. 2 are professionally made to resemble the exact movie look, the Sam Raimi and the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit that I own. So I know these inside and out, literally and figuratively, because I've been in them. And I can tell you right now that the patterning on this suit is an exact one-to-one match to the exact pattern that is on the Mark Webb Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit. Now, if the patterning isn't another dead giveaway, look at the placement of the center spider logo. It is in the exact same position, nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing is different. The way the squares on the suit connect to exactly where the legs are going down, every single thing is perfectly lining up with the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit. Almost too perfectly. Now, another obvious thing that's changed is the logo. In Spider-Man Homecoming and Civil War, we know that the logo has a 3D pop-out pattern for a certain reason. He actually uses that as it's a device which we suspect is a spider tracer. In this, it is a flat logo that is rubberized, but not only that, it is a one-to-one match to the exact placement and look to the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit. And I'm definitely sure that they're not going to take away technology that he had built into his suit. And last but not least, let's take a look at this image right here of Tom Holland's suit and how it goes up to the shoulders and where it stops, and compare it to the quote-unquote leaked Infinity War suit. You're going to notice that literally what happens is that they cut out around the rubber and placed the Amazing Spider-Man suit 2 patterning over it with the popped out webbing. Now, the reason the webbing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe goes inside is because, as we've seen, Peter Parker can adjust it to make the suit fit his body. That doesn't make sense to have it now go outwards, because there's no practical reason behind it. And Kevin Feige and Amy Pascal have even said they're staying away from anything that remotely resembles the last series of movies. So to sum it up, I believe this is 100% fake. And not only that, I believe this is a cosplay fake that someone made and put it in this, and they're probably going to be wearing it to the premiere. And I'm saying that as someone who does own Spider-Man, very expensive replicas and cosplay suits, but not only that, as someone who's actually commissioned an exact melding of these 2 suits, because as I've talked about it before, I love the Amazing Spider-Man 2 logo, and I want to meld it with the Civil War suit, but have the webbing popped out. So I definitely think this is fan-made.